What are you gonna do, Stone Valley? I was playing on Stone Valley earlier. Um, the thing is, I've been hearing a lot of talk about help me hit 10,000 subs with no vids. Why don't you make some vids? What's up, man? Um, so on Stone Valley's been going really well, but I've been hearing a lot of talk about we might have to start over on Stone Valley because from what I was already hearing and what I just heard more about is on Stone Valley we're gonna have to start over because it's went back to testing. I don't think it's in like for approval again, but I think Lancey Boy and Giants is working on some more stuff. The game hasn't like that. Nothing's happened in that map yet, but I'm sure something will happen, an update, and it might require us starting all the way over. So I don't want to get fully invested into Stone Valley quite yet, which we are very invested into it already. Um, there's a big possibility that that I'll have to start that one over. I'm not allowed to make vids. Why not? Hi, Christian Gould. What's the seam? Seam? So yeah, I decided to go ahead and start up a new save game on the Coronella here. One of my biggest peeves before on this map was how much flashing there was when you drove around. And I was doing a little bit of driving around earlier, and I tell you what, I don't, or haven't yet anyways, I haven't seen the flashing from the regular La Coronella map. And that was one of the things that I disliked about this map the most. But besides that, I really enjoyed being on this map. Oh, there's a little bit of flashing there. Oh, there's some flashing. But so far, not nearly as much flashing as the other one, which I think could be totally okay. Oh. I see I got these double wides. Oops, let me get off of there. Flower's stuck on there. My mom doesn't want me to make videos on the internet. That's too bad, man. It's gonna be tough getting to 10,000 subscribers with no content, It's already hard enough with content every day to get to that many subscribers. Good luck, though. I'll subscribe. Oh, is that you, Aubrey? Hi, hun. I said I miss you so much, Daddy and Mommy. You're so sweet. Matthew Kirby, hi, what map is it? This map is called La Coronella, or some people say it's pronounced La Coronella, but it looks like La Coronella, the way it's spelled. So we got 24 grand in the bank. We do own a field. Maybe we'll go buzz over there and see what kind of, see what our farm looks like over here. I've never done this map on season, so this should be pretty fun. And this almost going to be a start from scratch. I had some starting money. I bought the tractor, front weight, plow, small cultivator over sitting over at the store. And that's about it. Bought a couple, not really pieces of land, but pieces of property. Bought a few like sell points. You have to be able to own a couple spots to be able to sell. We bought one of the main farms. Yeah, there's a little bit of flashing going on there. But so far, this map seems better. So I bought this farm over here. Yeah, still gotta go a little ways. I've never done any work up here at this other farm. So there's like two main farms on this map here, and I went with the one that we've never used before, which this is all part of it down here. I like it so far. Nice little shed. could probably drive all the way through all of those little garages there. You got seed storage. Why are you on so early? Just because Mama's taking a nap with the baby, and I wanted to start my stream a little early so everybody could get on. Joe Swanson loved the streams, but last night I came back from hunting and it ended, but I was longer than 15 minutes. maybe it'll maybe it'll work some peeps. What? Maybe it'll work some peeps doing that. It has worked. Oh, and thanks for the good luck. Yeah, no problem. So look, on this, you got to be able to. It's like storage. I think you just open it, right? Nope, you got to hit the button. So the button right here, this is one you got to put the seed into. So there's no seed in here now. It's like a silo. And then when you come underneath this area here, you come under it and you got to hit this button here to be able to activate so it pours down. You know, it's early winter time. When I first got on here, it was actually snowing. You can see it's only 38 degrees. It's pretty cold. So that silo there holds chaff, compost, and pig food. You can see all the signs are clearly marked. That one's compost, and obviously you guys know what that one is there. Nevaeh took your phone. Okay, girls, don't be blowing up my stream, please. You guys go ahead and watch, but don't be blowing up my stream. So continuing around the farm here. So it's like a two-tiered farm. There's actually like this little main little road that goes through, little dirt road. So that's like the lower portion, farmhouse and whatnot. A couple silos down there. And then you can either go around the back. Oh yeah, there's also this whole area here as well. Manure storage here. This one is slurry storage up here. Oh, this is your chickens down here. That's cool. This chicken coop sure seems a lot better than the one at the main farm. A lot easier to get into. Will you girls please stop on the comments on my chat here, please? Nevaeh or whoever it is. You guys go ahead and have fun. You guys don't need to be chatting up my... You guys know when I talk about blowing up my chat, you know? Up here we have wood chips. That's your little wood chip sign. So this is storage for that. This is sugarcane. This is storage for that right here. There's little bunker silos for those. Yeah, you can like come in here, back up, dump your manure right there. It's pretty sweet. And then looks like right here we have your herbicide and fertilizer liquid storage there in that tank. That building there is your sugar beets and your potatoes storage. You dump it inside. This is where you get it from the outside here. You got a bunch more storage here. Pretty much all this stuff is on the main farm. It's just in different locations and set up a little bit different on here. This one is your lime. No, this one is not your lime. This one's your pelletized fertilizer. Again, you have to turn it on to be able to unload, and you have to hit the button right here for the gate to open. Joe Swanson said we are just hunting rabbits. Sounds fun though. And then you got, looks like a little workshop here. This is your fuel tank here. This is your milk storage. Here's your lime, so it looks like the fertilizer. That's your lime. Same thing, you have to turn it on to be able to use the auger here, and then you have to be able to hit the button to open up the door there to be able to fill. I like that shed. That's not down there on the other part of the farm, I don't think. That's a pretty nice one. This here is probably your main silo. You gotta come up here to get that out. I don't know, where are you? Oh yeah, so you empty out over here. It's just kind of weird how, I guess that makes sense when you dump your grain down here, the augers take it up and put it into here, and then you get it out of this one. But yeah, for your root crop, you have to come in here, back in, and you dump it into this area. It's also kind of nice too if you ever want to store anything up here, bales or whatnot. If you do like the small bales, you can stack those up in there. And even right here, you can park something like a potato harvester or something like that. You know, it's kind of what I always thought about parking in there. And then in here, we also have, this is where you make your compost. I'll show you guys all about compost a little bit later. You can take your straw, you turn your straw right into compost and make a lot of money off compost. And that's the little sign for it, little compost symbol there. Hey, what's up? We got 7 people on here now. You guys are awesome. And this is another bunker on this side. Silage. That's the little symbol for silage. I like how everything on here is all sign marked really well. So this is our main farm. Let's see, where do we get to our field though? Yeah, our field's that field right there. I'm not sure if this field needs to be plowed or limed. We'll check all that out right now. Hey, what's up, Madman? How's it going, dude? Alright, let's check this field out here. Alright, looks like it needs to be... Let's see, is it... I don't like when not all the menus show up. So I'm pretty sure it needs to be plowed. Do you have a season pass? No, I don't. But what's up, Jake? How's it going, dude? Alright, looks pretty red to me, right? That's all the stuff that needs to get plowed. So our field definitely needs to get plowed. So I think we're just going to jump in to do that, if get us started here. The wrong one there. Alright, off we go, guys. This might take us a little while, huh? I know you guys have been wanting me to do like a more start from scratch type of thing. So this is more start from scratch, seasons mode. Kick on cruise control here. So you know, sometimes that start from scratch, doing it small and building up to something big, that it always takes a lot longer. It's usually a lot more boring to watch, so hopefully you guys all enjoy it. Hopefully it's not too boring the whole time. This field's a pretty good size, but it's not like too huge. But we probably will have to go around and do some cultivating jobs and stuff like that. I did buy a cultivator, so we'll have to go around doing some of that and making some money. And you know, it's going to be slow going for sure. These big old wide tires, though, those are sick, huh? They look good now they're all muddy. And I just went with this little 4-meter plow. I was going to go with the 6M subsoiler, but I tell you what, man, that thing just gets it done way too quick. You know, some people talk about, oh, I want it more realistic and stuff. Well, here you go. And this is that little Valtra tractor. It's pretty high in the slot count, but it's pretty dope. You can actually flip around the seat back there. It has a steering wheel in the back, so you can actually flip it around and drive this tractor backwards. pretty awesome for like loading, and you know, it's like forklift with the steering in the back. It's pretty cool. Did I give up on Stone Valley? No, I didn't. No, Stone Valley is an awesome map. I just hear there's a lot of works like in the testing, stuff like that. I hear that we might have to even restart on Stone Valley altogether. But no, that's an awesome map. I'm definitely not ever going to give up on that one, I don't think. That's going to be one I keep around in the collection for a while. So, you know, maybe in the next, like, if I don't hear anything by tomorrow, I'll still do, like, an episode on it. I was already playing it earlier. Yeah, that was fun. I did jump back on Sussex as well. I played some of that, too. This one little spot there. But no, Stone Valley, that's a great map. I just hear that there's going to be some things getting done to it, and really, so if we have to restart, it really sucks. We put like a bunch of time already into it. I even just went through today and planted a whole bunch more beans because I did some harvesting. We harvested a few fields, so I already replanted them. I also slowed down the plant growth on that map as well. That way it allows us to get the fertilization in time. They're so big, and I was doing so much different stuff. It was really tough to be able to catch the fertilization at the right stage, so I slowed the plant growth down to normal instead of fast. Will you do a Fortnite stream someday? Probably not. It's not really my game. Like, I play Fortnite with my wife and kids every once in a while, but that's it's definitely more for kids. I'm not really a kid. I like to play games and stuff, but I'll stream like Warzone over Fortnite any day. I'm not really a Fortnite player. I used to always say I'll never play that game even. And then once the multiplayer came out, my wife kept on bugging me, but once that came out, I decided to play. We do pretty good. There's just too many kids playing that game. At least the ground isn't too cold to plow. If it was any colder, we'd have to warm up a little bit before we can even get in here and do any ripping on the ground. This little 4 meter's not bad though. You know, if you're willing to get in here and do the work and get your fields done, you know, the old-fashioned, I wouldn't say the old-fashioned way, but, you know, not huge equipment. We had Millennial Farm map for a couple hours today. Oh, we did? I didn't even hear about that. That's cool. And then what, they took it back to fix some more stuff, or what? I can't wait until that one comes out. But I tell you what, if this map right here keeps going good for us, I'll play this one too for a while. Like I'll get something going on here pretty nice. You know, we only have 24 grand in the bank. We have some work to do. The only equipment that we own is what you see here and one small cultivator over at the store. And that's about it. A couple little spots on the map there you saw. This one should be pretty fun. There is like 4 new crop types on this. You can make flour on this map. You can make cheese. You can make laminate boards, pellets, sunflower seed oil. You can make compost. You can make all of those on this map here. So that's why this map's actually one of my favorite maps. And that's why I keep trying to show it. I do have some other Coronella stuff I did a while back, where it was like the hard mode edition. I was working on the hard mode. Man, it seemed like that map was so flashy. That was the regular Coronella map. This one is the Seasons Coronella map. Completely broken. I don't know how it passed testing. That's That's funny. Well, they better figure that map out. I really am looking forward to playing that one. I'm sure they'll get it figured out. I'm really liking this tractor so far. I think it's sweet. I like the big old wide tires on it. Yeah, the Valtra's nice. You said I downloaded it. Nice map with huge fields. Hey, what's up, Paul? Farmer Paul for life. How's it going, dude? Otherwise known as Farm Buddy. How you doing? So what, you downloaded it and then they took it off after that, or what? How'd all that go? Or if it's broken, like how do you get to play? Like how do you go around and check it out? I saw some stuff about it when Sealy P was showing it off. He got the little preview. Pretty much console edition, but it was on PC that he was showing everybody and doing all that. Oh, I'm good, thanks, Paul. Glad you're doing well. You said you hope a Ford 2810 comes out because that's the tractor I have? That'd be would that be a smaller tractor? Like this size tractor here, or what size tractor would that one be? Hey, Farm Buddy, you know this map pretty well, huh? Farmer Paul, you know this map. You played it a bunch of times. He had a pretty good career going on here on this one. Smaller tractor, yeah. They're on that older Classics pack. I think that's what it was on. There was a Ford on there. It was pretty sweet. A little older, kind of boxier body style. I like that one. You said it only has 37 horse, but it pulls like a train. That's what's up. I think what we should probably do for right now is we're going to jump in and see about getting a contract going. We did a good part of the headlands here. We have a little bit of money, so we can't afford to get a worker going. This is our field. I just want to get it going here. Farmer Johnson, yes, it was messed up. Shop doors wouldn't open. Invisible Berry's grain silo didn't work. Couldn't drive a semi truck. It would just start flipping across the map. Wow. Someone didn't play that map enough before released. Alright, so I'm gonna jump in here, see what kind of contracts we have going on right now. Not much, but when we do these here, we should be able to unlock more contracts. So we gotta just start doing some work. So he just wants this cultivated. Doesn't seem too bad. 2 grand for this one. So field 26 or field 12. We'll probably end up doing both. Let's see, field 26. Where's that? There's field 26 there. Or what? Field 12. Neither one is too bad. I think we'll just take this one for now. Oh, I almost hit accept, but we want to borrow the items because it's a little bit bigger of a cultivator than we have. We will have to pay for that. But hey, we got a... That's the little cultivator I bought right there, the red one. It's quite the cultivator. I don't think I've... Can't say I've ever used this one. Oh, I like that tank on there. That thing's sweet. I'm gonna have to check this one out, I think, because I think you could fertilize with this cultivator as well. Oh, I forgot the traffic's on this one. So 12, we could just come down here, I think, on the bottom. Sure, people coming through. Oh, just ran that person over. So when I get up here in the field, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where normally I would think that you could put fertilizer in this one. Well, besides the tank there, that's pretty obvious. So I'll unfold this. Yeah, that thing's sweet, actually. Wonder if we could fast farm with it. I doubt it, the way it's set up. So you got the tank here, which is fertilizer, and then it runs down, and then you got these, you got like the, oh, I forget what that's called, like the manifold, right, that would run all the different fertilizer down behind the ripper teeth. The tubes drop down behind the ripper teeth there, and you're putting your fertilizer down like right on your rows, you know. Oh, you say, and it sounds awesome. That fence sounds like a power stroke, yeah. I know, this is like one of my favorite tractors, you guys know that. Nope, we can't fast farm with it, but not a big deal. Lift it back up there. We got some work to do here now. Too bad we can't take on multiple contracts. You said I never bash a modder, but there's a reason everyone quit working for Mapper's Paradise. Yeah, there's probably a reason, right? Was Mapper's Paradise the people who are doing Millennial? So yeah, this one's going to be pretty slow going, but the more we could get unlocked, the better. You know, it's going to be a lot of doing work for other people for a while until we get our field going, and you know, it's going to be a long season on this map. But you know, I've been wanting to do one of those, and this was the map that I wanted to do my hard mode on already. But that other version of it was just so glitchy and flashy. Like in the cab was super flashy, and this one, it seems a lot better than the other one. Welkers and Millennial Farm both. were completely broken when they were dropped. Was that both Mapper's Paradise? I really enjoy Welkers though. Welkers is an awesome map. I did notice his tractor was worn out already. Wouldn't be surprised if the equipment is too, but at least we're doing 9. We should be doing at least 9 miles an hour with this thing, I would imagine. Yeah, they're both made by Mapper's Paradise. Yeah, I had a feeling. But hey, Walker's turned out great at the end, so hopefully they do a few more things to it and then it comes back out. Because I watch a lot of that show. It'd be really fun to be able to make my own millennial farm. Be a lot of beans and corn on that one, that's for sure. I would like try to like kind of replicate their farm, but like in my own way. Definitely, but it'd be like a bunch of green equipment on there and different stuff like that. Maybe a Challenger. They do get the Challenger on there. They do play around with the 8RX, so it'd be fun to have like the 8RX on there and maybe even the 9RX on there. He said, I think Welkers have finally bought it, Bud. What? Bought it, Bud 747. I don't know what you mean by that. Millennial Farm map looks much better than Welkers. It's a beautiful map. Yeah, oops. I'll have to come back around and get that. To read my comments. That's why you shouldn't text and drive or look at your phone and drive, right? Yeah, like a lot of the maps, the way they look, are just getting better and better as they go. Not all of them. Some come out really basic or whatever. Um, a lot of those nicer maps, like Stone Valley or Sandy Bay, a lot of those look really good. It really gives it a more realistic feel when the map itself looks realistic and not just like you're on a flat map with walls type of thing. This little spot there too. Well, that's the thing though, when you're doing contracts, you can miss little spots here and there, and it doesn't really matter that much. They don't say you have to do a perfect job. We usually try to, though. You said no, Welkers didn't buy it. They were there for new tires being put on the Big Bud 747. Not sure what you guys are talking about. I know what the Big Bud 747 is, but I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Yeah, did pretty good headlands here. I'm gonna turn down this way and start making just some straight lines back and forth for just a little bit here. I think that's pretty straight. That way we don't have to do as much turning. We can just go straight line back and forth. Sometimes just going around and around is like more efficient, I think, because you don't have to turn around. But it's a lot simpler just to go in a straight line. Now, a lot of times what they do is they just turn like this and get it going enough, because you can't like make that full turn there. That's why I wish we had like GPS. You could just set it up to where, you know, you're doing perfect in between rows. It's warmed up a little bit, couple degrees through the day so far. Like I said, the ground is pretty cold still. See, I know a lot of you guys have been talking about wanting to see me like play a little bit slower, start from scratch type of thing, seasons, all that fun stuff, you know. So here's that one for now. But we'll be playing all the other ones as well, Stone Valley and stuff. Oh, you said leg arms, and Nick went to Iowa this week to film new tires being put on the 747. The original tires were still on from 1977. I just watched a video not too long ago of them putting those massive like 1400s or whatever they were. They wouldn't even fit on the 747, um, and they put them on their Harvester. They're like the biggest agricultural tires, I think, in the world, right? Trying to keep that strip that I'm not cultivating. I'm trying to keep it pretty wide, but not where I miss a bunch. I don't want to miss a bunch. I don't want it too skinny either, because I want to be able to cover a lot of ground. I don't want like too much overlap, just a little bit. Eight of the world's largest tires, yeah. Agricultural tires, because some of those um, like mining equipment type of stuff, man, some of those tires are huge, but that's not agricultural, right? I tell you what, doing this work right here is only, I think we're only getting like a couple grand or so from this, and it's quite a bit of work for a couple grand. But it's what we're gonna do until until we have a next thing going on there. I wish this kind of stuff was a lot more fun to watch, though. Tell you what, just getting started like this, that's why I do a lot of like just getting right into it, because when you just get right into a map, it's like so much more entertaining to watch versus just this. This would be awesome, like to be able to time lapse something like this. Just a second, guys. My wife and daughter are up from their baby sleeping. So you guys might hear them in the background. Oh, you said they put 8 of the same tires on that 747 like Welkers put on their combines. The 747 is bigger than the combine. Yeah, I think it's so huge. That's why I use it to crush down my silage on Sussex. 747 is like the heaviest tractor for sure. Oh, baby's crying. That's gonna be one of those sounds you guys hear in the background every once in a while now. She's such a good baby though, she barely ever cries. Sometimes when you're changing her butt though, she'll cry. She doesn't like the cold wipe on her butt. It's going back to Montana to go to work. That's cool. Is that, did they just do that recently? The tires? Alright, that's this first half here. Oh, this week? That's cool. I'm gonna come all the way up and around here. Let's pick up. I'm gonna start here and start working my way back across. I felt like we got through a lot more of the field pretty quick doing it like that. Now, on our turns back and forth, we should be able to get through it pretty quick. Go on the cruise control here. I'm going to check to see, oh yeah, we're 61% with the field. So not too bad. Walker's video tomorrow or Wednesday should be about the 747. I'll have to check it out. I do watch quite a bit of their stuff. Not as much as I should, but I do watch a lot of Welker Farms. I've been watching a lot more Millennial Farm recently. Once we get to the other side, I want to set a worker to it and jump back over to our tractor and see where that guy's at for the plowing of our field. It's fun doing contracts and stuff because it always gives you a chance to use a piece of equipment that you might not normally use. Like, you guys see me use this tractor and stuff before. It's one of my favorite tractors, one of the most powerful ones in the game. And it's Fent green, you know. But I would never probably have picked this cultivator. It's not bad, especially if it's dropping fertilizer down while you're cultivating. That type of setup is pretty sweet. Like, I wonder what would happen if you, like, cultivated in your oilseed radish. And, like, with this, would that give you 2 or 3 stages right there of your fertilizer, or what? Because if you're gonna fertilize and cultivate at the same time in one pass, it might be a little bit smaller on the width compared to some of the bigger stuff. But if you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, it like makes up for it for sure. Tim F, I like to drink beer when I drive my tractors. That's funny. What's up, Tim F? How's it going, dude? You said oil seed is 1 stage of fertilization. Yeah, but what if you're using this cultivator here with fertilizer in it, and would that be able to count twice? Or is that still the same fertilization stage? Because it'd be nice to be able to plow in your oilseed radish with this getting 2, and then after you plant, you can put the last one down, you know? If I miss 1 sliver like that, it's not going to count against us at all here. 66% done with this field already. You could get you could leave like almost a whole one of these rows and get the rest of it all done, and it should still be fine. That's just how the contracts work. They don't expect you to be perfect when you're doing contracts. We're getting through it, guys. Farmer Johnson, you said no, it would be 1 if you plant with a seeder that applies fertilizer. When you cultivate it, it would be 2. I don't believe the cultivator would allow for a 3rd stage. Oh, I'm sure it wouldn't allow for a 3rd stage. But I'm just wondering if you're doing it, because seasons is 3 stages. But if you're doing it where you're cultivating in your oilseed radish, you couldn't put fertilizer down as well? Or would you have to, like, do a totally different thing like planting? Because normally what I would do is I would fertilize, cultivate, and then fertilize again, and then seed, and then fertilize the last time again. That way all the fertilization stages are getting broken up. And then if I have to plow, I'm usually plowing, liming, fertilizing, cultivating, fertilizing, planting, fertilizing, in that order. Which kind of sounds like a lot, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. Just being able to break up the fertilization stages is the reason why I do it the way I do it. I guess that makes sense if you're like cultivating your oilseed radish in. It's probably already leaving your ground fertilized, not allowing your other fertilizer to have an effect at all. You have to do something between each fertilization state. It's kind of dumb in my opinion, yeah. That's all good. But if you're not fertilizing, if you're not tilling in your oilseed radish and you're just tilling the ground and putting fertilizer in at the same time, that's a pretty cool setup though, right? I usually don't run stuff like that. It's like when you get like a weeder that also puts seed down. You get weed and seed at the same time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set this guy as a worker here. And I had a feeling this guy stopped. I didn't see it say that, but... Get over here and finish plowing our field a little bit. He said yes, it's a good setup. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I like these wide tires. They're called extra wides, I think. I've only seen them on this Valtra so far. And look, this Valtra's pretty sweet, and even you can raise and lower the beacons, which I think is pretty cool. You can open up the back door, or back window. You can open up the door, and let's see. Forget what buttons do what. Oh yeah, let's see, this one raises up that sunroof there. And one does, let's see which one, there it is. See that little, if you're in cab, get a little slider up on top like that. Yeah, this one's your, like, if you get it all dirty back here, you need to be able to see what you're doing. You can totally raise that up. Let's see, this is like once you like figure all the buttons out and what does what. There's that one, and then this one's the door. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It also has like the GPS on top. Let's see. I have to go into the help window here. if I go to the tractor, change driving direction. See that? Flips around, and now we could actually drive backwards like that. See, I'm not sure with this. I don't think with this plow you go backwards, but if you had like this the subsoiler going on here, you'd be able to drive backwards. Flip back around here. I just thought that's pretty cool. You can run like the front loader on the back and stuff like that. Go ahead and let the worker finish this up. We'll see how this guy's going over here. I don't know where he's going. Let's keep on knocking some more of this out. Let's see, we are 85%. Sometimes just driving all the way around is like sometimes you miss little spots like that, but sometimes driving around it's the most efficient because you keep on going and you don't have to turn around. It really works out well in these rounded fields too. Probably end up missing a few spots. I'm just trying to get the biggest bite that I can right now. Get this all done with this contract here. Like I said, you can miss quite a bit. But if you're doing a harvesting contract, you want to make sure that you're getting as much as you can, because if you're harvesting something, they only expect you to do such a good job, but if you do a really good job, you get a little crop bonus at the end, whatever extra you have. You get to keep and you can sell it or feed your animals with or whatever you might want to do. Yeah, the 6 meter plow you can turn around backwards and pull it with the small tractor. It doesn't recognize horsepower. Yeah, I already know about that. That little 4 meter one though, you can't turn that one around. Doesn't look like, doesn't have the hookup in the back of it there. Or that the 6M lizard subsoiler, you could definitely flip it around. Of course, your teeth are facing the wrong way. It's not realistic, but it sure does work. Sometimes instead of turning around, I'll just like zigzag back and forward with that 6M. You guys have seen me do that before, probably. That's my go-to plow, and I sure can plow a lot in a hurry with that, and that's why I wanted to get a little bit smaller of a plow. That way, it's just that much more work to be done, you know? That much more challenging having, 2 meters less. That's a big difference. A whole 6 feet smaller. Alright, we gotta be getting pretty close to the end of this one here. Set cruise control here, check it out. Yep, 98%. We're almost done, guys. We're almost there. We're just gonna drive just through like this. Contract's finished. See you later, Fent. You're a good tractor. But we're gonna go in here, collect, and we got a little bit of money. It's only 1,200 bucks because we borrowed the equipment. And now it looks like everything's done. So he's got these couple little cultivating jobs here to do. We'll probably use our tractor for that. But this one will definitely be, you know, a lot of work to do on here. You see, you really like that new Case 8.3 meter plow. Yeah, I think I just downloaded that one. I haven't used it yet. Doesn't it like fold down? It has two wings that fold down on both sides. But it's Case, right? Pretty new. Just came out. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one tonight, guys. It'll just be a short one tonight here. I might do another one later on. Who knows how that goes. But I just wanted to play around and do something a little bit different. Check this map out. It's called the Coronella. I have a lot more to come from this one. It's a fun map. A bunch of new crop types. You can do compost, and you can make cheese, and you can make flour and sunflower seed oil, and pellets and laminate boards and all kinds of stuff. You can do cows and pigs and sheep and chickens and everything on this one. Has more crop types than every other map on console, so definitely check it out. But yep, until next time, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you later. Peace out.